Welcome, Gemini. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot. I'm getting ready to do your full moon in Libra reading that occurs on April the 1st, April Fool's Day here in the US. I'm not sure how universal that special day is, but it does throw some trickster energy in alignment with the seasonal shift of the spring equinox, where the dark mother is rising up from the earth, from within us. That dark mother is on a spectrum with the good mother, Mother Earth, the dark goddess being that goddess, that Hecate energy that acknowledges the independence, empowered women, a woman from a place of independence and full integrity, being enoughness, and the possibility of exploring that in the world. So I have pulled a couple of oracle cards, and I'm going to start with what I pulled for you, which is the Power card. And it aligns with finger and toe, the third finger, which appears to be flipping the bird. And I'll read from the guidebook. When in balance, the keywords are centered and judicious. And the wisdom reads, true power in this world is not power over nature or power over people, but power within yourself. The world around you and your experiences in life will shape the stories you tell, how you feel about power, and how the frequency of power flows through your fingers and takes up residence in your core. Because power is an amplifier, your view of and feelings about power are intensified in your body and mirrored in the world around you. Power can become fractured, fragmented, and distorted. As you align with your sovereign power as a creator being, you call back in all of those distorted stories and clear them. You can now welcome power in its true state, a resounding, cohesive roar. Power rings clearly from your body when you create your world from the sovereign essence of your being. There is no need for dominance and submission. We can caretake one another and the earth as equals. I love this. This is really beautiful, and it comes with the Soul's Journey card, acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. This is really focusing on your true creative power in this world. You have a phenomenal facility with social graces because of your ability to collect information and share that in a way that can be heard, absorbed, and utilized by others. This is emphasized by the Six of Pentacles as your overall energy. And this is about precisely that balance, a balance among equals, a balance that is equitable. In other words, it takes the strengths and weaknesses of others into account when determining what is fair, what is aligned, in what ways are we each deserving of clarity and integrity in our exchanges of money and love. So this is indicating a real balance that you display in your world on a daily basis. And that balance is reflecting what goes on within you. This is more about generosity, and that generosity comes from a sense of integration, integrity within you. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity, the way others see you, the Knight of Cups. This feels like something is opening up and empowering you to give from your heart, give from your space of intention and attention. so that you are focusing on someone's needs, someone's desires, including your own. You're recognizing that within others, and this feels as though you are accepting the idea that others have desires and needs as you do. This is very unselfish, but it is centered in the heart so that you are understanding the needs of others as a result of acknowledging and accepting your own true authentic needs, I should say. This is an opening to creativity, the imagination, your playful nature, your ability to enjoy giving and sharing. In the first house, the Tower. This is telling me that there has been some kind of breakthrough as the result of something that did not go the way you had planned it. There's something you had relied on. This can be an individual, an institution, a job, a way of doing things that has changed, that has shifted, that has fallen apart, that has crumbled. And this has actually, not only has it surprised you and forced you to fall in on your own desires and the way that you would like to see things occur, but you recognize this is actually a blessing. This is that door open. So where you have complied with what the requirements of your agreements, contracts have been, you now see that there's another way to do things, a way that will actually allow you to express yourself more authentically, more creatively, more playfully, despite the apparent disaster or crises you've encountered. This full-scale illumination or enlightenment that has come in the form of a unpredictable shift. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your social environment, your history, your family, the Death card indicates a complete change. And this is telling me that many of you have lost your core family of origin. You may have experienced some successive losses, perhaps of a parent or parents or siblings, other people close to your familial history lineage. And this has been required for you to be shocked out of the kind of superficial complacency you may have been able to exercise as a result of your glib, careful, easy way of relating to people, finding what's joyful, having fun. That perhaps you have taken something that was important to the safeguarding of your family or the stability of your family for granted. Perhaps you have not played your role in a way that would have been productive, or you have focused on your own needs to the exclusion of the needs of family members. And this has, with each successive loss, you've actually come a little bit closer to recognizing your power, your true power to cohere that family unit, even if it is beyond the life you're familiar with, even if this is the bringing together or uniting your family lineage through your awareness, through your alignment with what is best for you, what your real needs are, not the needs that others expected you or desires that others expected you to pursue. You're telling me that has caused you no end to challenges or even alienation from your family of origin. And in the seventh house of significant others, the Six of Wands. In your partnerships, and this can be with an individual, a group of individuals, even like a family or an alienated family. Or this can be with a goal that you have recently become to recognize is your authentic pursuit. This feels new, this feels fresh. This feels like a way in which you're identifying with people in your family or on your team, in your community. This is a way in which you now see yourself as a part of something broader than you, and that your role is to play your part. Your role is not to lead, but to be a true collaborator, team member, peer, someone who works alongside of others, who has a discrete role to play. And your awareness, your ability to play that role gets you a lot of positive attention. This may be the skill set that you have been developing for a while that is now getting you instant attention, and you, as a result, are taking an incredible amount of pride in your ability to do this part. If this reading is resonating for you, Gemini, please like, share, subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I really do appreciate the incredible support and love that I have been receiving from so many of you. And I appreciate your presence overall, moreover, and any support that you give me in whatever way you do that. So thank you in advance. It really means a lot to me right now. And the Tower card in the first house will be clarified with the Two of Cups. The Death card in the fourth house is clarified by the Six of Wands, another repeat here, or a repeat. And the Six of Wands again is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. And this Knight of Cups is clarified by the Lovers. It feels to me right off that a very significant relationship, partnership, this can be a partnership that actually begins as a connection, a friendship, a love, a sustained relationship is actually becoming, or you recognize that it is also a business life partnership. Something that has changed, perhaps something that has changed in your relationship or in the partnership itself, is helping you to recognize how deeply you have chosen one another and the basis on which, as a team, you can do amazing things together. You can work together. You can pursue a goal beyond yourself as individuals. This feels very healing and very much enlightening. I would almost say for some of you, you have rarely allowed a partner to influence you in a way that this partner has. You've often been a driving force, or you've been in a more dependent, traditionally dependent relationship with a partner. And although this may have begun that way, it has morphed because of its longevity into something that you really value, that you have really realized that you have been learning from. This person's status may be entirely different from yours. You've made assumptions about that, but you've actually come to realize that this partner has been showing you the light. In the fourth house, the Death card is clarified by the Six of Wands. And again, this is showing up like that energy of connecting deeply with family of origin, perhaps your domestic environment, that family, a chosen family. It can be extended family members, but you're recognizing that your role is to do your part, whatever that part is. And I'm not sure, I can't tell from these cards what your role's been in the past, but it appears that you have witnessed, participated in a lot of loss. And that loss has been, I would argue, very difficult for you to accept. It feels as though whoever you have lost, particularly if it's family members, felt like friendships. They felt like relationships in which you believed you had more information than they did, but you've actually been humbled by your experience, by what you're learning in this moment, to simply do your part. Be the best friend you can be. Do the work that is appropriate to you. It's a kind of staying in your lane energy that is netting you results that you had not expected. You believed in order to get this attention or stability or success, you had to control others. And you often control them with information, but you're learning, you've transformed out of that mindset towards this opportunity to simply support your community, your team, your family. In the seventh house, the Six of Wands again is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. And for many of you, I think you are simply holding to a vision which is relatively new and newly unfolding, so that you are reconstructing, re-envisioning your world, the world that you've always known through your relationships and partnerships. You're allowing yourself to exchange, to communicate, to share, to exchange resources instead of dictating what those could be, or instead of withholding information that you felt gave you the advantage so that you would be the winner. And this new experience of simply being a partner, being a co-equal partner, a collaborator, is really bringing an awareness of a new kind of lifestyle, a new kind of stability and security that you recognize that you have needed underneath the pursuit of prosperity or wealth or abundance. In the 10th house, the Knight of Cups is clarified by the Lovers. So this is kind of, again, framing this opening of the heart in a new way, this vulnerability that you now feel safe in exposing, partly because you recognize how you have benefited from true partnership, a true and deep connection, many deep and true connections, but one in particular feels as though it has shown you open the door to a new lifestyle, a lifestyle that works with others to achieve something beyond yourselves. This is like a reframing of your idea of relationship, in which there has been more alienation, I think more control in your experience of relationships, where you felt yourself to be the driver or the motivator in a relationship for yourself, perhaps without appropriate regard for the needs of others. But someone's steadfastness has illuminated the truth of those, the necessity and the truth of those relationships, and has led to this positive reframing of and redefinition of abundance. I'm going to finish this reading with a flower oracle. I almost said crystal, and belladonna has fallen out. Silence. Listen more and quiet be. This is very interesting, as your natural ability coheres around information and communication, the sharing of that, particularly intimately. So this is describing you letting in the power of loving communication, listening to the needs of others, the dreams of others, and recognizing that they are a truer reflection of your needs and desires. Thank you so much, Gemini. Until next time, namaste.